All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set. 380.
49's a mic. Double dog. That's the way.
Check it.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, and he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? That's complete into the hands of Myers. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Allen throwing complete to Foster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Allen. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That's good for Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Brady now on first down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. What's running? And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Brady gives to Michel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right.
Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch, but still, no yardage. Okay.
Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on first down. Singletary. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back. Push him back.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
First down, Bills.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hey, Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
On 2nd down now, Singletary. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the counter, Gore. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary His 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Patriots time. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. On first down, Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
That's another Patriots.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We play to win. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Wait, set. Right here. 41 Mike. Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Shotgun now for Brady. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady going to throw. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Brady. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Okay, just like that, just like that. Set. Alert.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Brady. And what a catch there by Allen. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch. Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw, it's Brady. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Watch who draw quarters. 13. Check 13.
On first down, Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Gore. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Check. Tight.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Turnover on downs.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First down, here's White. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady looking for Edelman and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's across midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. That's complete to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On first down, Singletary. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 34, Bills 10. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for the lead.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Patriots have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Right here, 41 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bills 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
Wait, set. 53.
I got you. I got you.
Right 28.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Singletary to get the drive started. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing now is Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
He was brought down by John Simon. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie.
49's a Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Rip.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up third down. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. On the delay, here's Harris. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Singletary again. And Singletary has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he cuts it right into space. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Wait, that wide, 80.
49 to Mike. Blue Dan. Jim.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mike 54. And let's get this.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, home.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a desperation throw deep, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game.
Allen now going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Wait, that. What is it?
Mark 49. Check.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.